All right,
Yeah.
can we talk a couple of minutes about the birds? And the reason why I'm asking that question is, can we get Jonathan working on something?
Yeah.
Okay, or at least researching something. If you already have in mind that that it was a hoot owl that is 16 inches tall,
Yeah.
then we could start telling him to start researching that, and come up with some estimates and whatever. What would it take?
What are other options for birds? What else can we use?
Dude, you could use a stork. You could use a pelican.
What about an eagle?
Oh, I like the stork angle.
Okay.
Because of Jesus, baby Jesus. I like the stork angle.
Boy, that just came up.
That's a joke right there. That's
Okay.
a joke in the show. Can we ask him?
Part of the reason I'm asking these questions is, I wanted to steer you away from a very small bird like a blackbird or like a red-winged blackbird, or because the small, it gets too small to start putting in the electronics and the motors and whatever. So all right, great. So we're not talking to small. What's our smallest bird?
I'd say our smallest bird is an exaggerated macaw. Everything is slightly exaggerated, slightly on that. Even as far as movements go, again, it's a stage show.
Okay.
So you don't just smile. You.
Good point. Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't wear lipstick. You wear lipstick.
Yeah, exactly. I think we kind of need that. I think the stork is a great angle for the story,
Okay.
and believe it or not, the story works both ways. So at times, the mechanics are going to drive the story too.
Sure.
So this is what we have to work with. Okay, we'll work with that creatively. We can write them into the story.
Okay.
Stork just naturally that tells the story. So there you go. Stork's a natural.
I do want to get back to him soon. Not that he's pushing me.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to feel he's wondering if he's kind of included or whatever.
I don't.
You know what I mean?
Is a stork? How big is a stork?
Stork is more than knee high. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say it's hip high.
Yeah,
Not to
long
me.
legs.
Smaller than a macaw, obviously. Smaller than 3 feet.
Well, right, but not by much.
Yeah.
All right, and maybe it's as big or maybe a touch bigger, but whatever.
Well, it's got really long legs. That's what
Right.
makes it big. So
and
tall
that was
anyway.
going to be my next question. What's his position? Is his legs moving? Is his wings moving? Or is he just kind of talking? Right now we're not thinking of anything literally moving around, because then they've got their wires are dragging behind them.
Maybe let's just call it up. Maybe again, this idea is just 3 minutes old.
Right.
But why don't we say that the stork is he's the one that does a wing flap?
Okay.
Let's just put John on it and see how he does with it. What I'm thinking is actually it's probably more of us that we mount him and then she builds legs that are
Yes.
just aesthetic.
Exactly.
So he might be either hanging or however we have him, because I'm almost picturing him on top of the manger.
Okay.
Because I always thought a bird should be up there. There's a part in the story where they realize it's Jesus, and there's actually a bird that looks in there because the lights, the just like in our movie, the light emanates
Okay.
at this moment of revelation out of, and everyone's like, "Oh, what's that?"
So
Yeah. So maybe let's just call it out. He's the
Correct.
one. He's the one on top of the roof, and he does since he's central. He doesn't wing flap it.
Right.
1 or 2 times during the show.
okay,
And-
so obviously he's looking down, so he's got head motions like we have
Yeah.
here. Great.
And the wing flap. And
Do you picture any pointing with the wing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, is it he just brings his wings out and flaps, or does he during conversation he
Yes.
speaks with his wings?
I think so.
Okay.
I think that's really cool.
So we're gonna learn a lot with this guy,
Yeah.
and
And that's part of my thinking. Let's just take it to the limit and
Right.
just see how he does with it. And what do you think?
I want to take him to the next level, or give him a challenge that I think he can handle, and I think he can handle this.
Yeah.
Okay, it'll be interesting to see what he does with the wings, but I like his mechanics.
Yeah.
His stuff is solid. Okay.
Sounds great.